Now, engine upside down. Before we see the engine, let's see where I put it over there. Timing cover, fine. That's the timing cover. All right, nothing to see here. That's the timing chain, and that's the guides. Fine. Honestly, I haven't touched the guides. This is how I remove it, and this is how it looks like the other one. It's supposed to don't have a crack. This, if it falls down, it's gonna be in a million pieces. Fine. This is a tensioner. This is a piece from this guide here that fell off. All right, and you see that it comes apart even. All right, and like I said, you're supposed to don't be able to do this thing on the timing chain. I mean, you can almost make it 90 degrees. Fine. So I don't need that. I don't need anything actually, but I need to get two inside of the engine room, the left and the right bank. I need this and this. I need this too. And let's go now to see the crankshaft piston connectors. Crankshaft not that much. Mostly the connecting rods. From where to start and where to stop. Now, it's supposed to don't be there. I haven't touched it. Literally, I haven't touched it. I haven't touched the bolts. I haven't touched the connecting rod itself. Nothing. All right. See where is this one? Where is that one? And see how it's supposed to be. The last cylinders, like I said, this is how it's supposed to be normal. The gap I'm talking about, the distance from the connecting rod to the crankshaft, from this side and between them. Okay, this is supposed to be a little bit more left, but it's okay. All right, also the ideal, it's supposed to be there and there. Just for a visual, all right? This is how it's supposed to be. Not like that. This is touching. All right, and I cannot even make it there because the connection is bent, obviously. Fine, and then on the number 1, number 5, that's the worst. Yeah, I cannot even bring it back again in the middle. Yeah, see the piston inside. Yeah, okay. Like I said, these 4, I'm getting it inside. The other, I don't care. It's supposed to spin. I didn't bring the tool to spin it. Let me bring the tool. 1 second, I became again full of oil. I have washed my hands 10 times. But since I'm here, like the 113K, same thing with the M157, in the future, if you want me to predict the future, if you want me to see the future, when this o-ring goes bad, you're gonna start leaking coolant outside, because fortunately, this o-ring, it's not inside the timing cover, it's outside. That's good news, but we have the engine oil heat exchanger that has a seal inside, and see how it looks like the seal. How it became. You're gonna tell me, okay, it's 200,000 kilometers, 2012. Yes, you're right, 10 years old. But the A55s, they're 15 years old. Let's see what's gonna happen on the M157 on these seals when they reach at 15 years old and 300,000 kilometers without changing the seal. Understood? From here it's passing coolant, from this side it's passing oil, and here passing oil. This is for the engine oil heat exchanger. I'm talking about this one, front. We're gonna see. It's difficult. It might fail, let us say, between this. It might fail between this. But the most common failure, it should be here inside. This seal that you see over here, this is only sealing coolant. So if this fails, it's gonna start leaking coolant inside of the engine. Same like the 113K. Alright. Let's go to bring the tool to see that the crank it's spinning. It should spin. It should spin. 1 second for you, 30 seconds for me to go inside the engine room. Take a look what fell down. Let's see if it still spins the crank. Yep, it spins. It doesn't spin good, but at least spins. Here we have a pieces. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you see that naturally, as soon as you're spinning the crankshaft, the connectors are going outwards. Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's take it out. Let's take it out. And then I have another one comment for this engine. I'm gonna explain later, not now. Let's get it inside. Opening number 1, number 5. What do you see here on the crankshaft? You see a polishing mark at this point because of the side forces. All right. And obviously from the other side, yeah, the crankshaft need to go for polishing and need to go for measurement before and after. Here I have the number 1, number 5 piston connecting rod. That's how it looks like. All right. Well, let me show you the number because I'm gonna wash it. 2264. All right, and that's how it looks like from down. 2264. Well, it's not. Yeah, okay, it is what it is, right? Yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna get the piston inside. It's pointless. You see, that was touching here on the cylinder wall. From this side, it's full of carbon, classic, and the same thing also from this one. Yep, you see. Shiny mark here on the side of the piston. Here too much carbon because it's not touching on the cylinder. Nothing new here from what you see. Let's see how much bent are the connecting rods on my special table. All right, and see the stretch of the timing chain. I want to finish the video and then we're gonna continue. We're gonna come here to strip it off completely. All right, pretty much that's it. Like I said, when I saw the timing chain at this condition, when I saw at the beginning that had 200,000 kilometers with this timing chain, and then when I opened the cam adjusters and the camshafts and I saw that you can move the timing chain like this, 99% you have a valve contact because it overstretched the timing chain. It might skip also a teeth, you know. Yeah, it doesn't matter even if you see the time or not. It's not changing anything. Timing chain is for scrap. Valves are for scrap, classic. There is another one thing. Let me finalize this here and then we're gonna go inside the engine room. I have to wash again my hands. Now, what's going on here? If the customer, I'm gonna tell you this. If let us say it comes the customer here to me, all right, with the engine running and the check engine light on, and I connect the diagnostic and I'm gonna see that there is a problem with the timing. Actually, 101, what you are doing when you have this kind of timing chain, you make the adaptation for the camshafts to see how much been stretched. Or you check from the camshaft position sensors, from this one, at 53 degrees to see if it's half moon. It depends how much been stretched, all right? Or to verify that you are on timing. This is 101 when you see high mileage M157 with an old timing chain. To be honest, if I see this timing chain on the car from the oil cap and I see inside of the odometer 200,000 kilometers, I will not gonna even start. I will not gonna even crank the engine. I'm gonna just manually spin the crankshaft at 53 degrees and check through the camshaft position sensors to see that it's okay and it's gonna be safe to crank it. Because I have seen before that they skip a teeth, they miss a teeth. All right, this chains, the old one. Now, what's my point, you're gonna ask? If the customer was aware about that, if they informed him that, you know what, you have a problem with your timing chain, and he was continuing driving his car, it's his responsibility. It's his car, he can continue driving it if he wants. This doesn't mean because I'm saying that the timing chain of your car, of your engine is stretched. You might say that, you know what, okay, I don't want to change it, I don't care. I'm gonna wait until it explodes and then I'm gonna change an engine, all right? Now, from the other hand, if you go to the garage and they check the car and they're not informing you about the timing chain and they said to you that everything's fine, continue driving the car, that's the responsibility of the garage because they didn't do the job properly. All right? I'm talking about serious garage, I'm not talking oil service center, all right? That's what I'm talking about. To make correct diagnosis, and let us say that he went there, the customer, he left his car 1-2 days, they charged him for the checkup, and then at the end they said to him, you know what, no, it's nothing, you can drive the car, let us say. That's the responsibility from the garage. Fine, from this point of view. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Even if you misunderstand what I'm saying, it doesn't matter. It's fine, it's okay. Now, clean petrol, washing from the oil, separating the piston from the connecting rod. I don't care about the connecting rod bearings. Get both connectors inside, get both timing chains inside, and let's have fun. Pistons, wrist pin, connecting rod bearings. The C is safe for the wrist pin. Alright. Not the trick, the secret of having a good clean hands is to have a bucket of petrol next to you. Alright. After that you have a nice clean hands. So let's get the connecting rods, let's get also the timing chains, blowing with some little bit air. Alright. And let's go inside the engine room. Okay, back inside of the engine room. That was the connector that was outside. Fine. Never gets old, right? Never. Never gets old. Oh boy. Alright, let's get the other one. Yeah, you can see me on this table. Yeah. Don't ask me what to do for the connecting rods. I know what to do about the timing chain. The connecting rods, you are on your own. Alright, now what I have here, I have a new generation timing chain with 150,000 kilometers, a little bit more than 150,000 kilometers. Fine. And I have this tool that I made before. It is for me to see how much been stretched the timing chain. Fine, it's not something crazy. I have a reference from a brand new timing chain and then how much it comes out. Alright, I'm starting from 7. Don't ask me why, that's how I fix it and I keep it like that. I don't care. And this is how it's gonna stay actually, because my measurements, it's based on this plate and as it is right now. So this 7.3, this 7.6, that means this is gonna reach in one case at 7.3 millimeters there when I'm pointing. This will gonna be a 7.3. That's a 7.4, that's 7.5, and this 7.6. Alright? So what does mean that one? Like I said, I can put it on to show you. Just give me a second to put it on to show you exactly what I mean. Alright? And you have to put specific torque from here. You cannot just torque it with a tool, you know, full. At 5 Newton meters, I have to check on the paper, on the book, what I said, what I wrote that time. Wait. You see why it's a good thing to keep some notes? Because I'm writing on my notes that I'm putting it on the mark here and here at 6 o'clock. I'm putting it on the mark here and here. I'm torquing down 5 Newton meters and then I'm getting my readings. Then I have to make sure, before I do that, I have to make sure that this is straight, because sometimes it can stay more down. I haven't fixed a spacer here yet, because this is in different height, this is in different height, so it has to be a bit more high to step correct inside of the guide. Alright, so, and you're moving front and back to get all the lasts, let us say, and then torquing down at 5 Newton meters, and then you see that the timing chain, alright, it's at 7.6 centimeters. Sorry, this is 7.6 centimeters, yeah. Alright, that's why I wrote it here. And it's difficult to turn it because I get all the lasts from here, like I said. Alright, fine, fine. This stepping down, this stepping down, this stepping down, this stepping down. The chain, it's in the guide inside, beautiful, excellent. So we have the measurement here. We have left, and left. Let's get the old one. I'm not gonna do it in all of them. I'm gonna just get the old one. Alright, 8 left to see how many centimeters. In this one, like I said, 7.6 centimeters. Alright, the 7 is a 0. fine. Okay, it's a custom tool, don't laugh. Yes, I'm 100% sure, 110% sure that I have never seen that before. That's the first time. Fine. Okay, let's go to see what we have here. Timing mark here on this gear. That's the link. Alright, that's the other link. It doesn't matter that much, but this is how I test it and this is how I continue testing it. Fine. Alright. Another one timing mark here. The link that's been different color and the mark down here. Fine. Fine. Oh boy. Keep in mind that the crankshaft, the cam adjusters and the tensioner, they don't change. It's the same position on the car I'm talking about. There's no M157 with a longer or shorter. Fine. It's 1-to-1. So I said that this is at 7.6 centimeters on this ruler that I have here, on this custom tool that I have. Alright. This will gonna give you something like 3-4 degrees when you make the adaptation that's been stretched, let us say, the timing chain. Alright, it's a good chance, let us say, it's a good time to change it if you open the engine and you have 3-4 degrees of stretch of the timing chain. Fine. By the way, the E63 4MATIC, the M157, the other engine that's next to this engine, has 280,000 kilometers and has the new timing chain. It's gonna be very interesting to see how much it's gonna be stretched at 280,000 kilometers, the new timing chain versus the old one. I'm gonna keep it here inside to have to see that later. I'm gonna make an independent video. Fine. Then, you wanna see how much been stretched, right? Yeah. Okay. 5 Newton meters, like the previous one. Nothing new here. 8L. All right. Take it. 8.6. You have full 10 millimeters more stretch than this one. This is supposed to be beyond 6-7 degrees, let us say, on the diagnostic. Definitely, if you try to make the adaptation for the camshafts, it will gonna fail. It won't gonna pass. All right. Now, like I said, I'm gonna take care about these two timing chains. This I have as a reference. New one, I have 99%. I'm changing the timing chains. I put a brand new on the engine rebuilds, except if there is any customer and it's on budget. All right. So this I have it as a reference. They have high mileage, but again, it's not out of range. All right, they don't have a check engine, but they have high mileage. High mileage. They have 3-4 degrees stretch, and you have 5 degrees the limit. Fine. All right. You have this that I haven't seen any worse than this in my life. The car is at 200,000 kilometers, and then I want to see the other timing chain that's the new. Like I said, let's go outside to see. That has 280. It has 281, if I remember right. It's supposed to have 281,000 kilometers. The other engine, it's from an E63 4MATIC. So it's gonna be very interesting. It was working, the other engine. It was on the limit. I'm talking about this engine. All right. This has 280,000 kilometers with a new timing chain, new type timing chain. It's not new. Has 280, nobody touched before, nobody opened before, the cover, or here this cover, or the cylinder head, or something. Alright, the customer, I built for him a different engine, with the piston connecting rods, studs, sleeved, with a turbo upgrade, and he exchanged the engine. So we give some discount if your engine is healthy. Fine. This engine was running, like I said, it was on the limit, on the stretch of the timing chain, when he was making the adaptation. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah. Yep. Again, you cannot say that this engine was not well maintained. Alright? I don't see any turbo upgrade. I don't see downpipes. I don't see colder intakes. It was running with the stock air filters. Fine. You don't see sludge inside that you delay, let us say, to make an oil change. If you was delaying to make an oil change, it was going to be completely black, everything here inside. If you was keeping the oil for 15,000 kilometers. So everything's pointing that he was taking care of the car. The owner, he was changing the engine oil. I don't see any problem there. Now, how he was driving the car, I don't know. Only the owner, he knows. Fine. But what I see from the camshafts here up, I don't see significant wear. I don't see any crazy wear. Now, timing chain, I told you before. If you don't want to have any surprise, change the timing chain. You're gonna find it in front of you. Now, there is another thing. I don't know what's cheaper to change both timing chains, 4 cam adjusters, guides, tensioners with a labor and put it all together, because you have to change also this gear. It doesn't match with the new timing chain. It doesn't match also this gear. The gear that I have fixed inside on the tool, it's matching for the old and for the new one. That's why I can put it on. So that's why you can see that it comes up. I have shown you a previous video of the timing chain. Yeah. So what else? Is it worth it, let us say, to change all these things, or is it worth it, let us say, to sell your used engine while it's still working and get a new engine and put it on that we're gonna have a check valves, we're gonna have a new timing chains and cam adjusters and all these things? I don't know. I have no clue. Like I said before, I have no clue how much the price is. It's not my business. My business to do the job, to make it properly. Alright. That's it for now. Let me continue stripping it off completely. Alright, and I hope today to be ready the S63 with the transmission and finally to be able to release it to the customer. Because from all the rest it's good. Fuel tank, fuel pump, fuel filter, the transmission, engine, radiator we changed it, the condenser we didn't change it yet because it needs so much time to come, that's what they said. So yeah, only the transmission is remaining for the adaptation or the programming, let us say, the VIN and the kilometers, how they are doing these guys, or if there's any update, I have no clue. And make one test drive to see that it's performing fine, that's okay, and then releasing to the customer. That's it. Thank you very much. Over and out. Have a nice week. Today it's Monday. I came early once again. I'm going to smoke half cigarette and I'm gonna come back here to continue. Thank you. Screw it. Let's put also this on the video. 27 links here, 27 links here. When I said earlier that the timing chain is supposed to don't have so much curve, it's supposed to don't act like this, I mean exactly this. Both of them, they are used on 150,000 kilometers new timing chain, 200,000 kilometers old timing chain, old design, new design. All right, so you see, it moves like that. Fine. All right. What's this one? Before I had a tool. I don't remember. I don't know where it is. Maybe I destroyed it and I fixed something different. I had a tool like this that's been split in the middle, and then you're splitting it, and then you check on them. Not for the 157, not for the 157. Sorry, for the M275, the V12, the 113K, and the M156. Yes, the double chain, not for the single chain. You can fix something similar, but you have to destroy the guide and the frame that has here. But this one, this, not even if you have a bicycle, you don't want to have a chain like this. That's what I was meaning when I was saying that it makes almost 90 degrees the chain when it was on the engine. Now that's the end. Thank you.